Hello.
Hey everyone.
So I just finished going over how to get to about 500,000 in monthly revenue, covering the basics of what we call the trifecta, the holy goddamn trinity. So Facebook ads, email marketing, and CRO, up to getting the product page to add to cart to about 25% completion rate. This is where I want to pass the baton to you because you manage 3 accounts that you've overseen growth hack to somewhere between 24 million in annual revenue all the way up to 50 million in annual revenue in 18 months, which is crazy. Once you have Facebook ads on autopilot,
They're never on autopilot.
Okay, well, I mean, as autopilot as you can get it, meaning that it's working for you. It's scaling. Now, how do you take an account to 1 million per month? Let's just start there.
So from 500,000 to 1 million.
1 million per month.
So that actually happened to one of the accounts last year in September. Basically, I went to the conference where one guy was speaking who was making around 100 million. And there was one sentence that changed it all, He said, I just out-test my competition. So then it clicked to me, that, wow, okay, at that time I think we were making 350K with the skincare, and I was stuck for 4 months. With other brands we were doing over 1 million, so it wasn't an issue, but probably it's because they had more products and it's not as competitive.
They just had stronger products, and then the other one...
They were early in the market as well.
They were early in the market, and the other one, they had invested in their branding for at least 4 years already. Yeah. But this one was an account that we had taken from 30K per month in revenue to now
350K. Oh, now it's like 2.8 million per month. So I'm gonna focus how did we get from 350 to 1.5 million, because I remember that particular time really clearly, because I was stuck for 4 months. I couldn't figure out how to get from 250K, 350K depending on the month. I couldn't get it up at all. So when I heard that phrase, that you just need to out-test your competition, I started testing like crazy, and I started testing a lot more creatives, and we started testing quite a few images, quite a few more ads. We were trying to get as many testimonials as possible. We started running traffic to advertorials, then we started getting lots of testimonials from our clients. We were putting them all together, and basically we 10x'd, I don't know the exact number, but we 10x'd the amount of testing we did on the account and the brand in general. It's email marketing, SMS marketing, push notifications, everything. So I did all at once, and within 2 months we were scaling to 1.5 million per month.
So just to make it clear, from 350,000 to 1.5 million per month, it took you about 2 months worth of rapid fire testing and that's how fast it took the account to scale.
Yeah, we got some, out of that testing, we got 2 ads that went not viral, but they went viral to the people that we were selling to, so it was kind of easier, it made my job easier, but at the same time advertorials took off, and we started doing these tutorials where we would put the top parts as a blog, and then we would transition into the sales pitch, so that worked well. Push notifications added some revenue. Then email marketing, I think we had the email marketing set up, so we were just maybe testing more creatives like copy and so on. What else did we do? Actually, we introduced
we started doing influencer marketing.
Influencer marketing actually helped us a lot because it was getting us a lot more creatives, because we basically, even up to date, we are not generating enough creatives, because for Facebook you need to have lots of creatives. For the brands that we're spending over 2-3 million per month now, we need to create at least 30 to 50 creatives per week.
Well, I actually did the calculation, and it's a little over 100 per week.
Per week. The variations and so on, copies and so on.
Yes, because if you account 20% of your budget goes into testing, and then you guys spend about $100 per creative currently. you shouldn't do that if you're starting out because they're at high spend accounts right now. It really translates to a little over 100 creatives per week.
So yeah, that's a ton. Like that's a massive budget that we are spending on creative testing.
Which is why I gave the advice that you need to start creating raw content as early as possible to feed to your ad buyers.
And
really
your video creators.
Well,
basically.
I mean, obviously your creative team, but that's what, yeah.
So yeah, like my advice is to get from 500K to 1 million, you don't need to go into other channels yet. Like you just need to cover the basics, email marketing, CRO and Facebook ads. And then you need to start including influencer marketing. But to begin with, you can either start working with influencers just to be creating content, or you can do both. They drive the revenues and like whatever kind of deals you're gonna make with them, or just creative creation. So
how do you recommend that they start off with influencer marketing?
So that's a difficult one because like
maybe we can talk about how we did it.
Yeah, we hired a person and I said I'm gonna connect you to all of my network and you figure it out.
And this person had no experience doing influencer marketing. He was just a really driven
individual.
Yeah, really driven individual. And then he learned along the way. And now we're getting about a 10x ROI from, let's see, 225,000 return on 22,000 spend on influencers.
22 plus like salaries, but it's nothing.
It's nothing. It's like 3,000.
Yeah, 4,000 for all of the entire influencer marketing team. Though, like you need to be scaling, but that's after 1 million. So we'll have to create another video for how to get from 1 million to 3 or even 6 million per month.
Let's talk about product launches. When should new e-commerce founders start developing new products? From the time that they
as early as possible. Like basically we have with the brand that I mentioned that we took from 350K to 2.6 or 8 million. I'm not sure how we're gonna finish the month, but between that range, we actually got stuck with the product development because like it's a difficult product to create. It's not as easy, to create it. So it takes a while. Like it takes at least 3-4
6 months.
Yeah, I would say depends on which kind of product. It can take from 3 to 6 months. So you need to have it in the pipeline, and with the best brand, with the brand that has the highest ROI. Like in general, we have like one brand that will do like around 35 to 40 million this year. We are generating like their ROAS is around 4 to 6. It fluctuates between the month, and that's because every month we have a product launch, and it's easier. You don't. First of all, what you achieve with that is that you reactivate your current customers, which are the cheapest ones to activate, because you just need to send an email, and plus if you have SMS or push notifications, it's so much cheaper to reach them. So you get a massive cash boost into the brand, and at the same time which you can reinvest back into the Facebook ads, and like the whole cycle goes up and down. So you increase the revenues by that, plus you have a lot more pool to like cold audience pool to advertise to, because they may have come to your website at some point and they didn't see a particular style or a particular product that they were looking for and they left, but after you launch that product, they'll buy it, so that's one of the things. So with one brand, we will try to do a one product launch per month. We are doing with one as well, one product launch per month. I know some brands are doing like I spoke with John Hayden, who probably will be filming a video down here too. They are doing 60 product launches. Obviously, like it's much easier for them because they do jewelry, so it's much easier, for us. But still, it's so much better than discounting your products, for example, because it's like for the long term of the brand, it's so much better not to make discounts. And that's the transition you'll have to be making. After 1 million, you'll have to start thinking about branding moves and so on. But up to 1 million per month, I think direct response is the way to go until you build up enough cash and enough in your customer base to be advertising to.
And that's a key. Don't focus so much on your brand identity very early on.
You need to have like guidelines. I don't say that you...
Like a style guide or something along those lines, but keep it very simple, keep it very basic. You want to really focus on first developing your messaging, developing the pain points, and you want to do direct response until you have enough cash flow to start investing in long-term initiatives like branding, which is communicating your company's values essentially to the customers. And the only exception to that is if you have raised $3 million, for example, and you have a ton of money to invest in essentially branding moves very early on.
Brand awareness, basically.
Yeah. Brand awareness, basically, this is our interpretation of it. If you're doing brand awareness type of content or presence, it's going to take between 10 to 20 touch points for them to convert. But if they're attached to your brand, they will be a repeat customer. But it takes a lot of money to convert that one customer into a customer with branding as your initial sort of like angle.
Cash flow issues with that.
Yes, you're gonna lose money. So if you can afford to lose money for 6 to 8 months, because that's when your branding moves will actually start getting a return, cool, go for it. But if you don't, focus on direct response. We have experience where the shittiest looking landing pages in even the beauty space, using direct response principles, have
luxury beauty space.
A luxury beauty space. The shittiest looking. I remember when I came on, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like what? This is making over $100,000 per month." I was perplexed, but it was working because it responded to a pain point. Had a really good product as a solution. We didn't focus on branding until we got to, I think, 3 million per month or something.
No, 3 million. I think that's actually a sweet spot.
It is.
3 million per month. That's when you need to start like investing heavily actually into the branding. And I think like out of the whole advertising budget, like maybe 70% should go maybe still to direct response, then 30 to branding, and then like the number should change, you know, like 60% should go into the branding like moves, and then 40 into direct response, because that's when you want to be building the brand. But I don't know how it's gonna be like, you know, the transition between the direct response into branding, and how what kind of a change we'll see in the behavior. Maybe the people that we have attracted will not be willing to
This is our next like foreign territory that we're currently exploring. Yeah.
So we'll see, you know. But that's, I believe that's what it takes to get a brand to 100 million.
Which is our goal now.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. That's wrapping it up. I think the key points here is to just don't spend a lot of time trying to learn Facebook ads. Hire a junior ad buyer, because what you should be doing is thinking about new product launches.
Well, and the speed of execution, you know,
speed of execution, yeah. Don't try to figure everything out by yourself. Don't try to do everything on your own.
What I would advise, you know, like if someone is going from 500K to 1 million, I would advise hiring consultants, you know, as well. Like this is one of the keys for us right now, that we don't know how to get from whatever 3 million to 6 million for one of the brands, you know. So we are hiring, like this month we're gonna spend from 5 to 10,000 on consulting only for someone to come into my brand to see where we're making mistakes or where are we overseeing something, so that they would actually, you know, tell me one thing. It could be one phrase, or it could be one thing that will generate me another 20,000, or not even 20,000, 100 or 200,000. And then the cycle will even go bigger, you know, because you can spend more on the Facebook ads, you can have more, like a bigger cold audience, and so on and so forth. And the cycle is getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you have like a snowball effect, until it's a massive...
and then you sell! Yay!
That's the game.
That's the game. Good luck with the game, guys. Hope you got a lot of things out of this, and we'll see you on the flip side.
See ya.